Hi there everyone, this is Michelle the STAMPBOOKER, and I am here today with my very late video for Rainbow Crush for the month of June with Tara O'Rourke. She runs this hop, and this month it's not one color, the theme is rainbows. And so that made me think about this rainbow die that I have here. I used recently on a layout. Let me show you. I used it recently on this layout, and I thought how fun it would be to use it again. So I also was recently inspired by Darla Weber, and she was on the list of May I Scraplift You in the month of May, and that's put on by Crystal Barrett of Pineapple Papers, and Darla was day 12, and I didn't get anything done in May except for maybe one layout for this because my son graduated from college, and then my mom had some back issues, and anyway, it is what it is, right? So now it's June, and I went and looked at Darla's channel, and I had forgotten how much I love her style and how she uses pocket pages. And so that is how I'm going to scraplift her. I was inspired to make a pocket page. So with this rainbow die, oh, and I used this paper from Keep It Simple called Little Dreamer. I think it's just gorgeous. I think I just used the 6x9, but it's just so pretty with yellow and pink, and 2 colors of pink and yellow and green and blue. So let me set that aside. Here's the 6x9. So I went ahead and made my rainbow, and I think it looks completely different from this one when you use different colors, right? And here is another one I thought about using instead. So what happens is when you cut this out, so like say you cut this, and this is going to be the top edge, the swirly swirl, curly cues, the hearts, and then like kind of like the scallop. So you're going to cut that out of one color, and you're going to have three of these, but you're only going to use one. And the same thing with this. This is the background color. So I have all these extras. I think I'm going to take them to my scrapbook retreat. Look at all these. Look at all this lusciousness. And then I'd made it before, and I have a couple more here. Aren't they cute? So lots of options. So let me show you the photos before I get all lost in the products. Okay, these are 3 photos from my daughter's nursery before she was born. And I had them like this. And so it's just showing, you know, how we were all set up and ready for her to be born. So I decided to just cut them down just a tiny bit, and then I will mat them on some coordinating cardstock. Okay, and here's this one. These are from 1993. Okay, so I was thinking I would put the rainbow here in this bottom pocket. I was thinking maybe this little wordy bit says welcome baby. And I wanted to show you, there's so much cute ephemera with this. And there's a stamp set too that matches it all. But y'all, look at them all. Butterflies and clouds and suns. Look at all these cute little rainbows. So many rainbows. So I could have just used one of these and made a little scene. It would have been easier. But I love this rainbow, and it really wasn't bad. It wasn't hard to make. It just takes a little bit making decisions, right? Like, what colors do I want to make it? What patterns? Things like that. So what I was thinking was up here would be my title, and this collection, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it in here, but this collection uses a font in here, like here, and it's a font that they keep it simple, sells in a metal die, and it's called Twinkling Stars. So I pulled it out, and then I also pulled out this one called Melody Stories, because it is a small and then an outline, and it's upper and lower. So I wanted to make the title Ready for Caitlin. And so I've gone ahead and cut it out. And then I already had this frame cut out from a previous layout. And this is cut with the shaker frame A2 frames number 2. And it's really cute. It cuts the in, the out. It cuts all of these. So what I was thinking is put it on like this, and then it's gonna say Ready for Caitlin. So I'm gonna glue this down off camera. But I just want to, so let me glue that down and I'll come back. Okay, so I got this all glued. It took me a little longer because the R was hiding and I had to cut a new one. And then one thing I don't know if I showed you on this rainbow die is it has some hearts. So 3 sizes of kind of wonky hearts. So I have a bunch of hearts cut out. So I just stacked 3 up here. I went ahead and glued this down. I put a sun behind it, and then I thought I would kind of offset this. And since it's a little thick with like 3 layers of paper, I just put some scraps, 2 scraps of paper underneath the left hand side to level it out. I don't think it was enough for an actual foam. And I'm trying to keep I am trying to keep the dimension down. I did go ahead also and glue these to the paper. I'm sorry, there it is. Okay, I like to wipe my fingerprints off. So I'm gonna wipe my fingerprints off. Since these are photos pre-digital. Okay, so who is like me and did not finish a baby book for their children from years ago? My ex-husband was actually really good about writing in her book, but it's not finished. And then I've wanted to do one of these kind of baby albums. So look, I've got 5 out of 6 pockets done. And then I'll show you what I have, not really planned for the back, but what I have in the back. Okay, so over here, I'd already made this tag. This is another product of Keep It Simple, but it's tags number 1. And I used this one, and I'd already had it made from another project. So I plan on just kind of gluing it here, and then I already have my journaling printed out, and since it was like originally I thought I'd just put it here, but I had more than I wanted to say. So what my plan is to glue it up here, and then it'll be a flip up. So let me go ahead and do that. I think I'll glue it with wet glue. Could also use like some maybe red tape. Let's see. And then I'll put something heavy on it. That. And then I'm going to glue this down, but I'm not going to glue it at the top because I haven't gotten a piece of ribbon or twine for it yet. Here, and then I'll still be able to lift it up. Okay, and then I was thinking I would put this I love you here. I'm not going to even use any enamel dots. This set, Little Dreamer, has some really pretty enamel dots. They're like glittery, but I am seriously trying to go without a lot of dimension. So this is what I was thinking. I have some butterfly die cuts. It's butterfly paper, and if I put this big one at the bottom, then it'll be kind of like a way to lift it up. Let's see. Okay, whoops. And then I have these two. All right. I may add some more hearts here. I have so many. And then, isn't that cute? Then I was thinking about maybe adding some hearts over here on the top where it doesn't interfere with what is in the photo. And then it's also still not on the photo, it's on the outside. Let's see. Okay, so I got some hearts glued down. I didn't want them to all look like the same. And then on the back, these are some photos that I think will match really well. Now, they're not going to go right after this page because, I mean, this is before she's born, and this is when she's obviously several months old. And I say that because I don't know exactly how old she was, but I think what she's wearing matches really well with this collection. So I think when I get to these photos, I will use this collection again. And for now, I'll just store them in here because it's another set of 3 photos, and I think that they'll go really well with this. So I hope the glare hasn't been horrible. I will take some photos of this out of the page protector so you can see it without the glare. I'll have close-ups at the end, and I'll have a link to the Rainbow Crush Hop, a link to May I Scraplift You, a link to Darla Weber, and a link to all these products I use. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. Leave me a comment down below anyway. I love to read the comments you guys leave, and I just appreciate you so much. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in July, so if you have not already subscribed, please do. And if you like my channel, please share it with another friend or two. All right, bye-bye.